Welcome back. Today I want to do a short video, part two, on building a new shop and show the inside of the building going together. Here you can see some of the walls being set up underneath the loft area. We've got a full bathroom and a utility room in there that we're getting set up. Here's the loft, and that's looking down into the main area of the building. And this is the side building where we sheeted off with plywood so that we can spray foam. So I got my runners laid out and getting those situated in the staircase for a dry fit, just to make sure everything was going to work out. And here's the other look at the loft area completed. Putting my insulation in for the room underneath the staircase. And here's a look into that area. It's finishing out the roof, so I had to, or the ceiling in there, so I had to go ahead and put some walk boards across that open cavity before I got the metal in place. So here's the metal. I went from floor to ceiling prior to putting in the steps. And here's a neat little piece. I put an air system behind the walls. Comes right out of my compressor, and then it rides through the walls and out of that cavity and over to the sidewall. And this is where I stop for right now. I've got it all the way throughout the shop. There's just a few pictures of those. Started to sheet off the sidewall. There's one of the connections sticking out where I'm going to hook my compressor in later. Just a compression fitting. I bought that system through Northern Tool, and I would highly recommend it. Works great. So I got my runners in place. I got those with carriage bolts into the wall, and then we put metal underneath the steps to seal up the cavity, and then we insulated that as well, so we got both sides of that wall insulated. This is just back up in the loft. So there's the side wall towards the shop area sheeted off, and now I'm going down the front, which you guys kind of seen that just a minute ago. Had all of the heads on that wall. So finishing up running my steps here. There's my little boy up there. He's checking them out for the first time. So got that complete. There's my girl as well. So here's underneath the staircase. I've got some plumbing in there for a sink, and I got that pushed through. There's my wash tub. There's the heads I mentioned earlier. So now I'm getting ready for spray foaming. See, those cavities are all opened up. This is underneath the loft, and the front walls up in the loft, and then that back wall of the shop area all spray foamed. So got a little bit of spray foaming left to do, still not completed yet. So I got some propane ceiling heaters I found on a Craigslist buy. Got those fairly cheap, and then I pulled them apart and repainted them and put some new components in. So I'm getting the one in the shop area squared away. We're trimming out around the door going into the small building. I like using that white trim coil. It really makes a nice finish. So I'm getting everything set up for my piping through the back wall. Got that in place. I think I spent about 5 hours right there in that corner working with all of that metal, getting everything situated, but it sure turned out nice. So I got the wash bay, as you guys know, and I got that nice setup there with the hose reel. So there's the back wall. I got the rest of the purlins around. There's the connection for the end wall air system. So here I'm just going through and putting the metal up. I cut it about 3/4 of an inch shy of the total height, and that gives you enough room to get it worked in the J channel at the top and slid in place. So I'm going through finishing up my wiring. That's why it takes so long. You have to do that wiring as you go. I've got all of mine hidden behind the wall. I didn't want to run a conduit. Makes a nice clean finish. So, you know, each piece that contains a plug, you have to stop and go ahead and get your wire and stuff pushed through. and there's the completed piece of it. Alright, so that's just a real quick video, just some pictures there of inside of the barn. I think that pretty much covers everything that we've got done to date. As I finish the rest of that out, we'll add another section up here that will show that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe, share this video, turn on your notification bell, and I also have part 3 coming up, which will be the room that's underneath the loft section. Thanks for watching.